I don't think I have my function key on because it does not work. But okay, so 4 laser pistols. We don't have any made that we're not using. So, if I'm smart, go back, build 4, and sell it and make a profit. Now, I lose some of the alloys that it takes to make it, but I'm going to make a good profit on money, which at this point actually is pretty important, surprisingly. Alien nav computers almost completed as well. And yes, more talking from me. Imagine a commentary where I don't talk. We've had the opportunity to study these devices in a limited fashion. As we've discovered, they do contain some form of encrypted alien data. However, they're also completely reliant on an internal power supply, which, when depleted, renders the device inaccessible. The only means we've found to gather information from this equipment is by routing its internal power system through a crudely assembled interface that bypasses any built-in shutdown sequences. However, the alien data itself presented an even greater obstacle, as we're dealing with a programming language that is unlike anything found in our own systems. Fortunately, the research team is quite capable, and we've quickly assembled a small group of our best analysts for the task. We've already begun to establish patterns in the alien encryption algorithm, revealing small bits of information that can be integrated into our own research. This will allow us to build satellite nexuses, which is something I need. This is something I really recommend. This is going to allow us extra satellites in the air, which will in turn lower the panic immediately of places, and then also allow you to find out when something's happening in a place. So if they're getting panic attacked, we'll know at least, and we can hopefully at least send out a Sky Ranger to do something about it. So this is something that I end up finding out. Okay, now to build an access lift down, I need more power. So this is going to come, now I need to take something out because I need to get down there. So I kind of, not having played the game yet, I'm not really sure what the best thing to do is or what to research first. Now I do now, so if we play on the hardcore difficulty next, we'll go from there. But nonetheless, I'm going to take out the alien containment, I believe, because, well, I don't really want to send someone in to grab one of those stupid aliens. Right now I'm pretty squishy. My team dies in just about 1 hit. Fortunately, I can't make the Illyrian generator because we need 2 UFO power sources. So I'm just going to go with a regular power generator, which will get a bonus of an additional 2 because it's close to that other power generator. At the same time, we'll build the access lift down, which will allow me to then build on that second level, that second basement. Asia still has a request from Japan for laser rifles, but I still need 1 more engineer to be able to make it, which is highly unfortunate. But hopefully before 4 days is up, maybe we'll get an engineer. Or not. Santiago is back, and it looks like our foundry? Is this the foundry? Yep, foundry is completed. So, now we have...
First time in the foundry? It's not the prettiest, but some of our more interesting projects will certainly benefit from the adjustments made down here.
So a brand new upgrade shop, pretty much. I can research this Heavy's weapons platform, otherwise known as a SHIV, the Super Heavy Infantry Vehicle. I can improve my pistols. This is their critical hit chance. The second one is their accuracy. Improve medkits to where they heal additional 50%, I believe. Stealth satellites, so if the aliens ever come after my satellites, it'll be harder for them. And also, which I end up going with, a scope upgrade. I'm trying to figure out what the difference is right now. And a beautiful, beautiful upgrade here, the scope upgrade. So now we're going to get a even higher critical chance, and because we have beam weapons research, we're going to get a reduced research time by 50%. Which is funny because 4 days is not too bad for additional crit chance.
I'll send word to the foundry crews now. You can follow their progress remotely from the project queue in engineering.
Though I do not always agree with Dr. Shen, he has a point in this case. Now that we have the potential to capture an alien subject alive, we do need to construct a containment facility before we attempt to bring one in.
I had one, I just blew it up and put a power generator there, so, you know. Would really love to get a new fighter craft. I think that would be awesome. Carapace armor also as well.
Based on what we've seen in the field so far, including several grotesque examples of trauma resulting from the emergence of its young, we've taken to call...
I've already seen that, I believe. The reason I actually go with the chrysalid is I just want to get something really quick and mostly just open up, hopefully finding a new research after it. Just kind of checking to see if my autosaves work. I think I fiddle with it for a little bit eventually and try and figure it out. See, it's trying to check the time, checking my clock on my phone too, and they're actually off, and I'm trying to figure out what the problem is. And I believe it's the function key not being on. So my usual Tenchi derping. Nonetheless, figured out power generators up. We can now build some new facilities, but at first we will need our access lift, which is almost done as well. So I'm going to go fast forward time a little bit, I believe.
Access lift
there we go.
Operational.
So we need to excavate the areas that don't have the crack in them, I guess is one way of saying it. And we have $237 to build some other stuff. Satellite uplink. Yeah, baby. Or maybe not. So once again, to make another engineering workshop, I need more engineers. So you can't just keep spamming those the whole time. That'd be nice though. Laboratory would be nice, it'd increase our research speed. But I would assume I'll be able to create another base eventually. In the original games you could, so I'll set it up a lot better. So I'm going to go with the satellite uplink because we really need more satellite coverage. People are starting to freak out a little bit over that, and I'm going to start excavating a little bit too to being able to get some new buildings in eventually. Chrysalid autopsy's finished. Even after years of research and study, until now I have never encountered something that is quite as beautiful yet equally as deadly as this species. Unlike the other aliens, as I find out right now at about the same time, I'm like, wait, we've already read this. And I'd like to believe that we've read this, but I don't remember. So I'm hoping we remember. If not, do a somewhat deep nasally voice and read it to yourself in mind.
Science as a way to improve our everyday lives.
Nice thing about YouTube
to
is you can always
answer the
pause.
long-standing questions of scientific history.
But as you can see, I had to kind of redo a couple things, or a couple texts, because I think it was the save messed up.
And discarding
this is why I'm
needed to reach their goal.
trying so hard to get my quick save in.
Be.
Dr. Valen, for being such an intelligent and wise person, you're very, very naive. It's obvious the aliens don't care about our human lives. Scope upgrades completed. And we don't have any money to do anything else with it, unfortunately. Any new projects as I see. And the scope upgrade is going to just immediately be effective. So as when I have my scopes on, it's just going to be there. Really nice. And it looks like we're going to have a council report.
We are extremely impressed with the progress of the XCOM project thus far.
That's nice.
Commander.
Elusive man.
Your
Unfortunately,
recent
Egypt, South
results
Africa, and
were
Canada
beyond
don't
our
feel that we're doing that
expectations.
well.
And that is not a statement this council makes lightly.
6
We
days
will
to
be in
Carapace
touch,
armor, not
Commander.
bad. So hopefully all this kind of domestic stuff right now. Once again, we had that one extra engineer. Now we can make our laser rifles. Hopefully some of this quote-unquote domestic stuff, kind of cleaning up some of this stuff, isn't too boring. We do make a lot of big strides in this video getting into a more effective squad. And yes, for those of you yelling, go buy the 5th squad member perk. I know. I don't remember when I do it, but I eventually do it. Okay, well, if the aliens are made out of cardboard, wood, and paper, we got this, guys. Okay, so pretty much what's going to happen right now, I go through my squad, and I'm going to equip new weapons. So we're going to get a base damage of 4, 25% chance to crit, and 6 damage to up to base damage of 6, crit chance of 30%, and a critical damage of 9. So that may not seem like a lot, but that adds up quick. To go from an extra 2 base damage up to an extra 3 crit damage, not too shabby. Plus they look cool. And her aim's doing amazing. 88 plus 10 with the scope is not too shabby. Kind of looking through to see if he can use the assault rifles, the new laser rifles. Because he is a heavy, though, he needs a heavy laser, which later on we may get, later on we may not get. Santiago and Dia are back. Angel from being wounded. Marcel, you're going to get rotated out. You're fired. Don't have any other plasma pistols. Build assault rifles, you idiot. There we go. So this is a laser shotgun. I still have yet to use one of these just because I'm terrified of using close range weapons.
I've already put the new recruits to work in the lab.
So here's our heavy lasers, so we can get our heavy weapon users a better weapon. Those nanofiber vests, jeez, should never have purchased. It's too bad you can't sell those. It really is. Again, just kind of looking through, seeing who has what. He has a shotgun, which is something I do not want him to have. Once again, I'm sure there's some of you out there that swear by shotguns, but not my cup of tea. I am terrified of being anywhere near the enemies in this game. And right now I think I'm trying to figure out who I want to equip the arc thrower with, even though I don't have a containment room, which I don't believe I realize at the moment. Yes, I know it is sometimes frustrating to watch me. Yet, most of the time I do tend to find out my blunder before it causes too many issues. He says as there's probably like 8 people dead in the memorial right now. Alright, Tenchi, come on. Seriously. Don't make me... Is this speaking in third person? If I'm speaking to myself in the past? I don't know.